In one of the most mind-bending scientific breakthroughs of 2025, researchers have created something truly remarkable, a synthetic cell that can move on its own, not with motors, not with flagella, and not with any external input, but purely through chemical reactions. Developed by a team at the Institute for Bioengineering of Catalonia, or IBEC, this artificial cell is the simplest moving cell ever made. It contains just three components: a lipid membrane, a single enzyme, and a membrane pore. That's it. No DNA, no complex biological machinery, and yet this tiny vesicle can sense chemical gradients in its environment and move toward them, just like real living cells. It's based on a phenomenon called chemotaxis. In nature, chemotaxis is how immune cells chase down infections or how sperm find their way to an egg. Normally, it requires complex receptors, signaling pathways, and specialized cellular structures. But this artificial version throws all that complexity out the window. Instead, it lets chemistry do the talking and the walking. The vesicle is built from liposomes, tiny bubbles made from the same fatty molecules found in cell membranes. Inside, it holds an enzyme. When placed in a solution with a chemical like glucose or urea, the enzyme reacts with those molecules. That reaction creates a concentration gradient. Now, with the help of a single pore protein in the membrane, that imbalance generates flow along the surface and the vesicle is nudged forward toward the source of the chemical like a self-piloting boat riding invisible molecular currents. The researchers tested over 10,000 vesicles in controlled microfluidic environments, and what they found was astounding. Vesicles with more pores showed stronger directional movement, while those without pores just drifted aimlessly, proving that this was no accident. This was chemotaxis, recreated with pure chemistry. But why is this such a big deal? Because it solves problems that have stumped scientists for decades. Most artificial microrobots rely on metals, magnets, or light to move. They are often toxic, complex, and hard to scale. This new cell is biocompatible, elegant, and simple, just a membrane, an enzyme, and a pore. That's the beauty of it. It's the minimal blueprint of lifelike behavior. Historically, many have tried to build synthetic cells that can move, think, or respond, but those efforts usually involved layers of complexity, from DNA circuits to nanomotors to engineered proteins. This cell strips everything down to the core. It brings us closer to understanding how life might have first started moving on its own in early evolutionary history. Strategically, this changes the game. With such simplicity, scientists could potentially mass produce these synthetic cells for real world uses. Imagine drug delivery systems that swim toward tumors based on chemical cues, or environmental sensors that navigate toward toxins in water, or even smart, self assembling materials made entirely from soft, programmable matter. And unlike many microrobots or nanodevices, this system uses entirely biological and scalable components: lipids, enzymes, and pore proteins already used in other biotech applications. That means it could be modified, mass produced, and even combined with other systems in the future. This innovation is still in the lab. It has not yet undergone certification from regulatory agencies like the FDA, EMA, or CE for medical or commercial use. There is no ISO approval nor any IAEA oversight, but the science has been published in Science Advances, a top peer-reviewed journal, and backed by multiple institutions across Spain and the UK. That gives it a strong foundation for future validation and development. In the grand scheme of things, this could be a foundation for a whole new class of smart micro devices, tools that are inspired by life but not bound by its complexity, systems that use the language of chemistry to move, sense, and react without a single strand of DNA. So, what we're seeing here isn't just a cool lab trick, it's the start of something much bigger, a new understanding of how motion, intelligence, and responsiveness can emerge from simplicity, a world where chemistry alone is enough to bring lifeless matter closer to behaving like life. If this glimpse into the future of synthetic biology sparked your curiosity, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more cutting-edge science stories, and drop a comment below. Would you trust a microscopic artificial cell to deliver medicine inside your body.